Yeah, Dan, an emotional plea for people to recognize this pandemic isn't over. In Alabama, all the numbers we're watching as we watch this pandemic move forward, they're trending in the wrong direction. An explosion of new cases, hospitals at their breaking point, and an unvaccinated majority remaining just that, unprotected, as this dangerous Delta variant spreads through the South.
I don't know how much longer we're going to be able to do this.
Visibly shaken, holding back, State Health Officer Dr. Scott Harris details what healthcare workers are facing.
We are really in a crisis situation. We've said that over and over for several weeks. We need people to understand that you yourself, if you're hearing these words, you're the person who can make a difference.
He's talking about a reluctancy to mask up and continued nation-leading low vaccination numbers.
So much of what we're seeing is preventable. You know, we've worked on this for a year and a half. We have hospitals with nurses and doctors who've been doing this nonstop. And, you know, we're seeing this because people don't want to get vaccinated. They don't want to change their behavior.
Working under this reality, the federal government stepping in, Department of Defense medical teams deploying to South Alabama hospitals.
Anyway, it's very frustrating for all of us.
Frustration not only heard in the voice of a tired Dr. Harris, but in the faces of healthcare workers at war in a pandemic with no end in sight.
We have a net negative 40 ICU beds. That's not normal. That's never happened before. I mean, that's never happened before. So, you know, I guess if you don't know someone personally, it's easy to dismiss it and pretend it's not going on, but it's really happening.
Critically sick COVID patients right now being treated in hallways and other hospital rooms, something Dr. Harris places blame squarely on those refusing to take this virus seriously.
We need people to just get on board and see the bigger picture here. The bigger picture is we don't have a good way out of this until we can change our behavior to stop the disease from being transmitted and until we get vaccinated. Otherwise, I don't know how long we're going to be sitting there having this conversation.
That conversation now turning to dealing with all of the death. Those numbers are some of the last to rise in a wave like we're seeing now. And coming up at 5, sadly, it means morgues can't keep up. Mobile morgues are dispatched as the state responds to the surge in death. That part of this critical response for you at 5. In the studio, I'm Matt Kroschel, Way 31 News.